Hey guys, this is Camfrey15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another One Piece anime episode review for you guys as we are back from the long hiatus break of One Piece, and this is the first episode of 2022. And man, I thought the episode was boring, to be honest. Other than the ending to the episode, it was pretty cool. New One Piece year getting started with the Wano arc as we continue on. And obviously, new year, new opening for One Piece. So no more Dreaming On, sadly, even though I loved Dreaming On. But hey, on to a new theme. I think this new theme is called, this new opening is called Paint. Just to give my thoughts on the opening real quick. I like the visuals. I think the visuals look really freaking good, and I know that the opening, since I'm an anime only, spoils like a butt ton of things, and it's kind of debatable for anime onlys if you should watch the openings or not. Personally, I don't mind watching the openings. I already know the anime opening for One Piece are going to spoil a lot, but it's like I watch the openings and I'm like, I'm not really understanding what's going on here, and stuff like that, and I just can't wait to see what happens and everything. So it's gonna be very interesting to see, those points from the opening expanded into the anime episodes and stuff like that, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, really truly. So yeah, but I definitely did like the visuals. I thought the visuals, the animation in the opening was freaking phenomenal. It was great and everything and stuff like that. It seemed they made it very action packed. As for the song, I don't hate the song. The song just doesn't do it for me, to be honest. And if you disagree, well, that's your opinion. My opinion stands. I don't like the song as much as, say, Over the Top and Dreaming On. I like those openings 10 times better in terms of the song than I do here. But the song's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't get a lick. It sounds kind of more peaceful than the last two openings, which seemed like they were a high octane type of songs and stuff like that. But hey, it is what it is. I can't be mad. I just don't prefer this. But honestly, this isn't my favorite opening in the Wano arc. My favorite opening in the Wano arc is still Dreaming On. I like Dreaming On, then Over the Top, and then this is fine for the most part. It's not a bad opening. I'm not saying it's like garbage or anything, but it just doesn't do it for me as maybe some other people do. Visual wise, it does it for me. It sells me. I love the visuals in the opening. Song wise, it doesn't hook me, and stuff like that. So yeah, but only probably watch the opening for the visuals because why not? So yeah, but other than that, let's get to the episode. Like I said, this episode wasn't really, I guess you can say, it wasn't really good because it was boring. Nothing really truly happened. But again, like I said, I don't blame Toei or the anime of how they're handling it, because anime, from what I know, is like right around the corner from the manga. And if they're adapting like 1 or 2 chapters in one episode, anime is going to catch up. And we would have to get either some sort of filler arc, offshoot filler arc for the manga to get ahead a few more chapters. Or One Piece anime would have to go on hiatus for a time being till enough chapters are made so then they can be adapted. So essentially we're probably getting like half of one chapter in one episode, and I know some people don't like the pacing for it, but you got to deal with it, with the fact that the anime is like literally so close to in terms of the manga. You're gonna have to get pacing issues to where things are drawn out and you get more flashback scenes and all this other stuff, and it might not be enticing, and it only seems like, oh, the episodes end off on like a high note and everything. So yeah, anyways, we obviously from last year, the last episode 1004, this is episode 1005. I know they said last week was episode 1005, but this is truly episode 1005. But anyways, we know that the Scabbards did their attack, Paradise Totsuka, I believe that's what it was called, and they badly damaged Kaido. Kaido falls over, and it hits him in the same scar he had all those years ago when Odin did it to him. and Kaido actually starts to bleed. There was a lot of blood in this episode, at the beginning and the end. A lot of blood. So yeah. Anyways, we cut over into the main hall area, and we know that the samurai's been getting hit by the plague rounds from Queen, and they're turning into like ice monsters. We found out they're they're onis and stuff like that. And essentially, what happens is it's the same thing like the plague rounds from Udon Prison, where you get touched. If you touch them or you get touched by them, you take the plague as well. And Zoro, in this whole thing, because him and Drake are kind of holding them back a bit, Zoro sees this one Oni that looks like the samurai he encountered a few episodes ago. And he tries to say, like, dude, get in control of yourself. But Chopper's like, Zoro, can't touch him. You'll end up like he is, and stuff like that. And obviously, Chopper's looking at what Queen's doing. He's like, if I can only kill and kick that guy's butt, and stuff like that. So, you have to wonder if Chopper's gonna find some way to make some sort of maybe medicine to fix these guys. Probably maybe after the battle's done, or maybe he'll come up with something now. But I don't think he's gonna come up with an antidote now because they're in the heat of battle and make no sense, and stuff like that. So yeah, now Queen, he actually is like, I want Drake to become an Oni, and so you can freaking go through all this rage and then die. So yeah, Queen still hates Drake for betraying them and everything and stuff like that. So yeah, he also ends up closing down the main hall because I'm guessing he doesn't want the other Onis to get out and maybe spread it on to the other beast pirate forces, because that would take out their own men and everything. So yeah. Now, we do cut over to Sanji and Luffy. They're trying to get to Kaido, but they're kind of getting interrupted by several Beast Pirate people and everything. Sanji kind of tells Luffy this entire episode, dude, stay back, man. We need you to save your strength for Kaido so you can take Kaido out. And what happens is Sanji takes out some grunts of the Beast Pirates, but then we see this one Smile Devil Fruit user called what's his name, Briscola, who's a headliner, and he has the gorilla smile fruit, and he has a gorilla on his, if I'm right, his left hand, and essentially can just do other attacks and everything. Now Sanji's like, Luffy, you need to stay back because we cannot afford you to waste up all your stamina and your energy fighting these goons. Let me take care of him. But Luffy's like, no, I want to fight him and everything. But what happens is Jinbei ends up getting involved in this fight. He uses Fishman Karate, takes Briscola out with utter ease and everything, and they charge on, but Luffy continues fighting these other grunts and the Beast Pirates, and Sanji and Jinbei are just talking, and Sanji's like, I've been trying to tell this guy to save his strength for Kaido, but he's not listening. And Jinbei is like, well, can't help him much, so I guess we'll just make sure he's not fighting opponents that are not too strong and everything. So they walk off. And everything. Now we cover the people of the Flower Capital, and the people of the Flower Capital are celebrating the Fire Festival. And the narrator goes on to say, like, these people are enjoying the Fire Festival, but these people yearn for the days of old when Odin was alive and everything, when they can freely do whatever they want. Because we know the Fire Festival, this is the one day of in their year calendar where they can just freely do what Orochi outlawed. Like, they can drink alcohol and stuff like that. They can do all this. They can party and stuff like that and have a good time. And we covered several citizens, and we even cut over to, I think the carpenter Frankie worked for at the start of the Wano arc to get the try to get the plans for Onigashima. He goes on to make a mention the fact that, I really do wish that things went back to frickin' normal, man. When Odin was alive, we could do whatever we frickin' wanted, man. There was a good era when Sukiyaki lived, and then Odin was living in the Flower Capital. We did whatever we want. Now under Orochi, we barely can do anything we want. And you just have it where you have some drunk people saying, this is the night that apparently the samurai are supposed to be taken on and taking down Orochi once and for all. You got other guys like, oh please, that's just a folk tale. There's nothing into truth about that. But that guy's like, who knows? Maybe they're fighting them right now, and of course they are fighting them right now and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, we cut back to the Scabbers at the end of the episode. They all think they defeated Kaido, and as I was watching the scene, I'm like, Yeah, you're celebrating too easy. And why do I have a feeling that somebody's going to get impaled here? Well, I was almost right. Um, and they're celebrating this whole fact that they're like, we did it. We did it, Odin. We did it. Thank you. You gave us the strength to defeat Kaido. And then Ashura Doji, not yeah, Ashura Doji, I believe. Yeah, Ashura Doji. He's like, oh, whoa. Let's not celebrate yet. We said we came here to take off and cut off Kaido's head. Let's do that. And I'm like, yes, that would actually confirm that he's dead for sure. But obviously, you're not gonna kill the main villain off of this arc. And Kaido gets back up and he's like, you know, I was thinking back because you in our fight, you guys eluded the spirit of Odin, and I saw Odin within you guys. And it took me back to that fight I had with Odin all those years ago. I really do wonder what would have happened if those Kurizumis didn't get in my way. He gave me this really bad scar to the point it stings. But you see, the thing about you guys are strong, but you're not as strong as Odin. And Kaido just goes in the mention. He's like, you guys are a waste of my time. You didn't make my freaking cut sting and everything. He charges up an attack, and he's even making the dang like winds like spin around them. And I'm like, this guy can affect wind now? Okay, yeah. And then he fires off these, I guess you can say these, how do I say these? He fires off this blast that has like, I guess you can say like very sharp wind attacks that are just attacking. It's very sharp, like high fast cutting wind pressure attacks. From what I believe that what they specified. Most of the scabbers dodge it, but Kiku tries to, I guess you can say, block it. She ends up getting hit by it. It cuts her sword, and the episode ends off with literally her arm being cut off. And my goodness, you see the arm just just flying off in the distance, got blood, and then they just have Kiku's like left side after her arm's cut off, just blood. I'm like, yo, they turned the blood meter up. And Kinemon and Izo and some of the other scabbers look back, and they're just shocked about Kiku. And Kiku screams out in pain, and that's where the episode ends off. So I was actively shocked. Like, I'm like, oh, Kaido's not playing around anymore. He literally sees these guys as ants to him. I'm like, well, it was coming eventually. So yeah, I think this is gonna be the part of the fight where the scabbers just all get demolished by Kaido now, because now he's just made to the point. It's like, you guys were a challenge, but you're not as strong as what Odin gave me, so you guys are nothing. I'm just gonna kill you now. So I think this is gonna be the part where all the scabbers, they're not gonna probably die. I'd be shocked if one of them actually does end up dying. But I think this is gonna be the part where the scabbers just are no match for Kaido, and Kaido just takes them out one by one. And then obviously we're gonna have the heroic moment from Luffy showing up out of nowhere to save one of them, probably from dying and everything. And that's when we're gonna get Luffy versus Kaido's rematch and stuff like that, which I'm very looking forward to. But these episodes is gonna take a while till we get there, especially with how the pacing is. But like I said, this episode, nothing really happened other than the ending. But that's kind of it. So if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of One Piece. Again, do not post spoilers for what happens in the future of One Piece, especially do not talk about the opening in terms of what spoilers is contained there, because I'm an anime only, and I don't want to be kind of blind going into some of these freaking events that are gonna be happening in the Wano arc and stuff like that, in this battle, and stuff like that. So yeah, but other than that, guys, hit the subscribe button if you want to get more One Piece content, as well as any other anime content uploaded to the channel. And other than that, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.